Hi Pisces, hope you're having a good day. I'm just going to meditate on an oracle card at first before we pull out some cards for mental and emotionally what's going on today. So what do Pisceans need to know today? What do Pisces need to know today? Right. So today you have the flow. The flow. So the flow of life comes and goes in ebbs and waves. But sometimes it brings in positive things and other times it brings a turmoil of emotions. So I'll just leave that there and discuss that in a minute. Right, so what do Pisces need to know on the mental level today? What do Pisces need to know mentally today? What do Pisces need to know on a mental level? Pisces. Whoa. Right, okay. So, mentally, first of all, you have the Five of Spring. Five of Spring. So this will generally mean little bit of sorting out to do. So if there's too much water rushing in and you feel a little bit overwhelmed on the mental aspect, too many decisions, too many things to do, then having a look at what you need to sort out is interesting. There may be slight disagreements with yourself or not, because you can see here in this card there is a web. So what thoughts are being trapped and what are being let go? So that's the flow of life, and this is the sorting out within your mindset. So getting clarity today could be a good thing to actually do, because you need to get things in order, so to speak. So you have the High Priestess on the mental aspect. So maybe you're thinking about religion, or you're even thinking about tapping into your higher self and your intuition and all aspects like that. I just realised that card's standing up. So intuition is really good to know what you are going to write down, formulate and have an idea, even if it's just a shopping list. Maybe you're toying with the idea, should I buy more chocolate or should I not? But on a higher level, it is new thoughts coming in quite significantly. So the inspiration should really tap into your intuition or your higher self to make more clarity, to make the stream of life really bring all the things that you want it to bring. And this is why toying with ideas is important to come from your higher self, your life's purpose journey. What else on the mental side? Nine of Winter. Nine of Winter. So for some of you, really finding clarity is very, very important now. You may need slight help with that, and we'll see what's going on with your heart, whether you actually desire that a lot more. So putting light on the subject needs to be done from a higher perspective, because the toying with the ideas and making them a lot worse than you actually think they are needs to just flow out. So sometimes if things are challenging mentally, just go with the flow at the moment. But sometimes emotions can really help sort these aspects out. So what does Pisces need to know emotionally today? That was bad. You didn't want that, did you? What do Pisces need to know? Oh, they're all going now. Obviously, the flow of emotions is amazing. Right, before they all fall on the floor. Right, we have the Nine of Spring. Nine of Spring. So emotionally, if you can attach to what you've actually achieved and bring in a sense of sorting that aspect out. So in new ventures and things like that, you can kind of see that moving forward, you've got the courage, you've got the strength to actually do that. If you just reflect back on, I have achieved, I can really pay attention to the environment around me. So what sort of aspects are making your environment unstable in your mind? Because emotionally, you know you've achieved quite a lot, but emotionally just going a little bit forward. That's why going with the flow, tapping into your intuition is really good. Because you can see here with the King of Spring that you have all the creative side to you. So these thoughts on a positive level will really manifest quite well now. So taking action and being in charge of yourself, instead of letting the thoughts rule your heart in a negative aspect, being very sunny about it. A sunny disposition is always the King of Spring. So it's about blossoming fully, knowing who you are, knowing that, don't second guess yourself. If people are putting a little bit of spoke here and there, just know who you are and where you've come from. So with the Five of Autumn, emotionally asking for help. So if there's a little bit of still doubt about your situation, then asking for help on a practical level. Know that you're allowed to ask help. If you need more time, because time is also a factor that may be playing on your mind. If you need a little bit more time, then ask for it. So at the moment, Pisces, if you just go with the flow, tap into your intuition, but know you're in charge. You're in charge of your thoughts, whether you want to put focus on them in a negative way or move away from them and really connect to the creativity. Because the Magician, oh, you didn't get a Magician. I was thinking of somebody else. So the Nine of Wands, I'll tell you a secret. You may or you may not know, viewers. If you're a Pisces and your ascendant is another sign, which it could be, should be, then check those readings out, because the ascending sign is what we portray. So with the negativity here in the mind and over worrying and being anxious, you might be in, if you just check another sign out of your ascending. If you don't know your ascending sign, it's always good to put it in any astrological search engine and put your date of birth in, and that will give you your rising sign. It's always good to check your moon sign as well, because you may resonate a little bit better. But for most of Pisceans who are really feeling the emotions and the flow is a little bit overwhelming today, then not worrying and also tapping into asking for help. Okay, so I wish you all the best, Pisceans, today, and we'll see you again later. Lots of love to you all. I'm trying to switch